Hey yo, it's May yo. I'm still using Flashback. I want to change to using OBS, but it is so confusing. I can look up tutorials and that junk to switch over. Flashback Recorder Express Recorder. I can buy the full version and be able to export to MP4, which means I can use it in editing software without, you know, being forced to use Premiere Elements. The issue with that is pretty simple, poor. And if OBS can do everything I want to do and more, then that would be great. But it's confusing, so alright. Um, Usually you can see the name of the song up here, but it says, "This has been pain," misspelled lyrics because this has been pain. Okay, so I love this song, "The Moon Represents My Heart." Please don't ask me to say it in Chinese. And I feel like I really, really need to have a better, not better, you can't beat the testing USTs I use, but a varied, not the ones I currently use for my blog. So I decided I'll make a beautiful cover of "The Moon Represents My Heart" by Teresa Tang, using utaris and melody extraction to make something beautiful. And oh my goodness, all of the midis are jacked. Now there's two possibilities. The first possibility is obviously I'm using the Japanese version, the midis aren't for the Japanese version, or just, yeah. So one of the first problems was that this version, I think, is actually D flat major. Maybe I'm wrong, but to make it work, I had to convert everything to D flat major. And as you can see, it is spawn, like legit spawn. You'll also see that this file is 24 seconds because I had such problems with the midis. I did something completely unlike myself, and I had the original MIDI, well, not original, I had like 10 MIDIs, and I found the one that was the closest, but the timing was completely wrong. So I actually drew all of this by hand. Not like me at all. Anyway, so we're gonna tune it if I, am I recording? Yes, I am recording. Alright, so this is, am I recording? I'm not doing well. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Okay, let's just make this easier. And let's go to pitch and just delete everything. No, that's not good. That's the opposite. Okay, let's go to pitch and change this to a preset. It literally doesn't matter. And let's see. Center. And there's already vibrato. So I should have links in this, but oh my goodness, I was in so much agony over this not being exactly, great. X. Wait, can you pitch bend? No, cancel. You can't pitch bend rests. Alright. So let's make this X. I don't think that should affect. No vibrato on the dummy note. Is this what people do? Because I don't know. I'm. Okay. So then You're probably noticing I'm using Dehoko because why not? And I said no vibrato, but I think this would be best served by having some vibrato. Just there's a meme and I don't understand it. I think that's why it makes me giggle a little. And it's just Bernie versus whoever is the person. Like, I guess, I don't know if it's supposed to be versus Warren or versus the previous person. But it's just like cats should be allowed to have salami as a snack. And I'm just kind of like, I want to know where that meme comes from. Because it's like, I don't think cats should probably have salami, but I'm not a veterinarian. So I don't know if that's right or wrong. Sorry. I'm kind of nervous because the last time I tried to tune a UST, no one's told me if it turned out bad or not. But I'm assuming it turned out kind of bad. No. Like, I'm not sure if I should put this here. Because it's like, learning how to tune in the Utao fandom is just like you don't. It's not something you learn how to do. You just live with the fact that you'll never know. So, okay, so this actually might be a little confusing, what I'm doing. If you haven't seen my previous videos on this, which I actually haven't uploaded yet. Whoops. Okay, so basically, there's a plugin called Utaris, and it is basically really cool. And what it does is it takes WAV files of legitimate singing, like actual human vocals, and converts them to... I didn't need to do this. I did not need to make that like that. It doesn't even look right. It would have been nicer if I just left it the way it was. But anyway, it converts human singing to... Now let's remove this. Remove this. I added something. Not what I meant. Okay. Does that look okay? It kind of looks like there's a break there. If I just make this R, that works. So let's see how this sounds. Why isn't she saying dope? Oh, because that's why. I forgot about that. There's only like a few places where this will be useful. Reset. Yay, that's how it be. I love, okay, this is the kind of tuning I'm in love with. And it's not really fair to call it tuning because it's really like a human making human noises. That's what I'm gonna call this from now on. And it's just like so passion and stuff, but I don't like the way that it's popular to tune utaos that I love like this, where it's just so like emotion, but like heart emotion and not singing in a way motion. That doesn't make sense. I can't get the vibrato lined up perfectly because this is a computer program and not a human, but I think that's close enough. So let's see.
そんなにそうそんなにそう
Maybe I should just, I don't know, because it's not perfect.
そんなにそう
I mean, it's Dehoko, so I don't know.
そんなに
Alright, so basically, I got distracted. So, with utaris, you can use real human singing. Well, when I gained my weight, I actually lost my ability to go above what F4. So singing a song like this, while I used to be able to do it, I would not be able to do until I get back down to 160. And I'm in the 180s, and that feels like forever away due to plateaus and junk like that. So, I thought, how can I use utaris without singing it myself or hoping someone else sang it? And the answer is actually really cool and it's really awesome. And it's called Sonic Visualizer, along with a super really cool plugin called Melody Extraction, and it literally extracts the melody from MP3 files. Like, you don't even have, like, I'm not even kidding, you don't even have to convert it to WAV first. Okay, that's why. You don't even have to convert it to WAV first. You can straight up use MP3s. And doing that means that you can actually, not even kidding, take an actual singer, official, like straight up official from the album song, and put it through that and make your utao sing it. Well, sing it with the professional, really cool tuning. And it's like, yes. But the problem is that it doesn't work perfectly with all music. Like, some genres, you're just not going to get it. I played with Chop Suey from System of a Down, and there were parts that were captured perfectly, and there are parts that didn't even register. So, that, and Vanilla, if I upload this after those videos, you'll see me struggling with a Gacto song called Vanilla, where everything was all messed up and I was having to use the actual display of Sonic Visualizer to give me clues. But this, you can see, it's basically perfect. You only have to trace it into mode 2 instead of using mode 1 so that everyone can have fun using it. So let's see what we got so far.
そんなに遠くに
That's a little too... That's a little too... Nope. Too extra. So let's move this here. And shorten this a bit.
くに
No, wrong.
くに
Okay, that does sound like it's about right. And let's move it here.
国
Dang, I didn't realize. Motu got me. They got me on the vibrato. They helped me so much. I love you, Motu. So yeah, not even kidding. This is how dope it is. It's already done the vibrato for me. I can't believe it. That's so dope. Like, I think I knew it did it at some point, but I forgot. Motu. Okay, this one isn't perfect. But I don't know how to do what it wants exactly. Okay, let's go over here and we'll this here, and let's just realized the vibrato and okay, yeah, I feel silly. I feel silly. I won't even explain it because it sounds really silly because I did something silly. Not that I did it, I said it, and that is silly. So let's view here. Now you're probably wondering why I'm being so precise, and the reason is I stan Urania so hard, and back in the mode 1 days where it wasn't even mode 1, it was just Utau. This is how she tuned, and I still, like, my mind is blown every time I use her Koet UST.
離れ離れ
Okay, so here's the problem with that. This is the entire thing is vibrato basically, but Utau can't do vibrato this complex. So you gotta make do's. This didn't particularly need to have the duration doubled, I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna be extra. In the spirit of Yura Onya. Which, if you haven't seen my last video, I don't even know which one that was. In English, sometimes H's are silent, sometimes they're not. That's why sometimes Shakespeare sounds funny, among other reasons. Sometimes we just ditch. Okay, that looks close enough.
離れても
Let's look at this. Huh, it's already mod 0 except for the things that I added. Cool. Alright. This, I don't know if I put it in the wrong place or if it's just
いつまでも
take you down a little bit, Yee. Make you fit in with everyone else.
いつまでも
You too, Dad? Okay. That sounds better all quiet like that, but let's just reset everyone's envelopes and we'll look at that later. Dang. How long have It's only been 20 minutes, but I've got 11 seconds done. That is so much better than when I was trying to do Vanilla. It was so bad.
そんなに遠くに離れても
Okay. Maybe you.
国
I didn't really need this, did I?
国
Why do I keep messing up? Okay, let's actually just see if it's here and see if that...
国
Yeah, that's a little too forceful. But...
に
Oh yeah, I think it's okay.
離れても
Alright.
い いついついつ
So fun fact, consonants like tsu don't have any pitch. So that would make sense why that's there, but
いつまいつま
it just sounds so... Because it's like, I think what this means is that there's no pitch data. Then why does it happen to wa? Okay, I don't know.
いつまでも
It's so tempting. So tempting to just, you know, go all out and do the vibrato also. Bye. Cut and paste. Not cut and paste. By click and drag? What is this called? Oh, by doing what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's like, that's so much effort for so little payoff just to say, I'm the new Uronia.
いつまいつま
Don't need to be this exact. Don't want to. I just realized, and I feel a little silly, I can increase the size. Another thing I'm not doing that I possibly could. Whoa, that fits! I didn't expect that. So yeah, if you ever want my advice for how to tune, it's just don't actually do it yourself. Get the computer. Get
Power. Power.
This one doesn't really sound like it should. So let's just make this as big as possible.
Power. Power.
I just don't think it sounds that great. It's like it's supposed to.
More power.
Oh, it needs it. It doesn't need it all the way.
Power. Power. Power.
Usually it's got the vibrato on point. This one randomly doesn't. I'm like, how hard is that? Well, I get it. I actually do get it. Why it would do that. And that's just because, because as you saw, the phase was wonky and you had to fix the phase.
Power.
Maybe a little more. Alright, so if I move this so the phase is here, and then move this, and then move this.
Anata. Anata.
Yeah! I'm almost at the end. I'm almost at the end, and I'm so happy. Be happy. Yeah.
Hang up, hang up.
I mean, hopefully this works. I'm gonna go down here. And let's put you here.
Omo, omo.
E. E.
Omo, i. Omo, i. Omo, i. そんなに遠くに離れてもいつまでも変わらないあなたへの想い
Yay, 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 yay. Yay, 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 yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Woohoo. And now we got that.
そんなに遠くに離れてもいつまでも変わらないあなたへの想い
Alright, now let's play with envelopes. Is there an automatic way to do envelopes? I mean, technically, I think there should be.
想い想い への想いへの想い あなたあなた い変わらない変わらない
Mm. You're probably wondering what I'm doing, and I'm just, like thinking. いつまでも
いつまでも
like that. And why am I going backwards? I don't know. All right. Okay. So let me make a quick break to say, if you do this with humans singing, utaris will actually adjust the what's it called, envelopes, so that you actually don't have to do this. You'll have to do a few touch-ups, I think, but you don't have to do this. But because I basically just had a sine wave as opposed to an actual singing, that isn't preserved because it's a sine wave. Everything is the same volume, and the sine wave doesn't cover everything. So some of the notes were, the envelopes are set to nothing.
そうふに
All right. Let's redo the vowels now that we have this. Now let's listen through, and then I think I should figure out which consonants need to be increased or unincreased, and then I can look at doing flags, but I think I'll save flags for not now, because actually I should probably avoid flags because the Coet UST has flags, but I tried to avoid flags, so who knows? Let's listen.
どんなに遠くに離れてもいつまでも変わらないあなたへの想い。
Alright, so I think the do should be a little less pronounced, probably.
どん
Same with the na. Or should na be a little more? Na was a little more, and this one will be a little less. Maybe this should be a little. And this one should be a little.
Oh.
And let's actually emphasize the H here. This is a little too loud. Let's bring it down to 90. Now, how do we want this to? And let's make the M ear a little. And let's make this a little. Let's make this a little more romantic. And we don't want her to to be too rough on the consonants, but we do kind of want her to emphasize the wa. And she'll emphasize the N also. And we really want to emphasize Did I start? Alright. Alright, now let's boop.
どんなに遠くに離れてもいつまでも変わらないあなたへの思い
Okay, so how would I improve this more? On dramatic consonants that really matter, I would use consonant velocity but negative. I never use positive consonant velocity, only negative. I would use flags to improve the realness and like the breathiness and all that. But those two things don't really feel like something I really want to do. Um, just because that's more places for error where things might not sound the best. So who knows? But I have another testing UST, so people won't get as sick of koi and meltdown. And where would I cut this? And I got it set, so I do have a 12-second section. So for most of my testing USTs, it'll just probably be
どんなに遠くに離れても
it's really boring, you know? But it does show a full octave range, and if I go Yeah, it doesn't like you trying to change the tempo, does it? Okay, let's change this to 100. It messes up the... Does it mess it up?
どんなに遠くに離れてもいつまでも変わらないあなたへの想い
Yay! So I can make it faster. And I can make it slower. But I really only make it faster for my blog. And I have a new testing UST and I'm really happy about it. Okay. Bye guys.